Typically, I like to start with applause and things like that, but we ain't gonna do this.
We said we jumping.
All right,
We jumping right into it.
we're good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Good?
I'm ready to rock.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, my man. I really appreciate it. You coming back.
Always, man. Always, man.
I know
love
you have
this
a
place.
guest with us, and then introduce your guest, man.
There you go, man. Y'all know me, man. Tori Slaughter, man. Back in here again. I love it.
Yep.
The Savage Podcast. I actually brought a guest with us today. You know, bro. The Harlow Rose, right here.
Hello.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Harlow.
Harlow.
Yeah.
Okay. He told me a few things about you, but I just rather you tell me about yourself.
So I do OnlyFans, obviously.
You do OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why you have me here. I do a lot of other things. I bartended. I do modeling. I do photography.
Mm-hmm.
I sing a little bit. I work in the music industry. I do managing. I'm also a life coach, and I've worked with special needs kids.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot of skills right there.
Yeah.
So how these? Let's get right into it, because I want to know.
I know it's a lot of.
How
Man, they
this-
ripped off.
Yeah. How these OnlyFans started? I mean, how you be like one day you work out and be like, you know what, I'm gonna do an OnlyFans. How did that work?
Honestly, it was new, and COVID had hit, and I was just 18, so obviously that's...
So you started doing OnlyFans at 18?
Yeah, which, looking back at, I do wish I had thought out a little bit more, but at 18, you don't really know all the time.
Right.
But it did end up working out for me, because
Okay.
I ended up making a lot of money at 18.
I heard about that. The OnlyFans, there's a lot of money in OnlyFans. How does that work?
It's not as easy for everybody. I know a lot of girls who look at other girls who are very profitable on it and say, oh, well, I'm going to do that too. And then they do it and it doesn't work out for them very well. And they regret doing it because they don't make as much money as they think they're going to. And they feel exposed, which is completely fair.
Right.
I got lucky, I think. That's really what it is. I already had the platform, so people paid attention.
Okay.
And I was one of the first people around my area to do it, so probably that helped.
So when you say you got lucky, can you elaborate on that and kind of explain a little bit? What do you mean you got lucky?
I think I did it at the right time.
Okay.
I think I did it the right way. I was lucky in a sense where I already knew how to go about building a business and a brand. So somebody who doesn't know about that already would probably have a lot harder time.
Okay.
And again, I already had the platform. So I kind of just fell into it, and it was easy for me to become like Harlow. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But
So Harlow is your OnlyFans name.
yeah,
But what can you tell your real name or no?
Dempsey.
Dempsey. Okay. Are you from the area?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So go ahead.
Yeah, it genuinely, it's just, I fell into it. It was easy for me because I already had the background and knowledge to do it.
Okay. All right, you can pitch in anytime. You know.
Oh, most definitely.
I
No.
mean, you're here.
I'm living.
You're here. I'm sure you're here for a reason, not just to sit there and looking cute.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Appreciate that. I do look good in this. I wore this because, it slims my figure down. It
You
doesn't
said
make
you
me
look
look
like a
fat.
child in the car.
Oh, I said I dressed like a toddler today. I didn't say I didn't look good.
So you started at 18. How long you been doing this?
I'm 21 now.
21. So a couple years, 3 years, give or take. You've been doing this, and so far it's worth it. You're making enough money for you to say, you know what, I'm gonna keep doing this for another 10, 15 years.
No. So OnlyFans is not forever, but OnlyFans definitely gave me a leg up on things that I want to do from here.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't be here if I didn't have an OnlyFans right now. I wouldn't have met a lot of the connections that I have if I didn't have an OnlyFans. I honestly just the things that I have gotten out of doing OnlyFans in the long run has been a lot more profitable for me in life than money.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So it doesn't affect your personal life because you say you work for kids. Do you work with kids, right?
So
So they don't know you do this,
I
or
stopped working with kids when I started doing this.
oh, okay, great.
Because obviously that's
Yeah,
not,
it should be an issue.
Yeah, that would be an issue, and I don't want to do that.
Right.
And if I do start working with kids again, I will stop
Okay.
doing OnlyFans specifically. Not modeling. Modeling's always there because that's whatever. But OnlyFans definitely would not be a thing.
Okay.
Around kids. That
Yeah.
would be a problem.
Yeah, and the same thing with having a relationship with somebody. Because, I mean,
Actually-
if you have a relationship with somebody, you're not going to tell them, hey, I do OnlyFans, and they're going to be okay with that.
You know, I was. I was in a relationship for 4 years, and I started an OnlyFans after being with him for 2, and he was completely okay with it.
And he was okay with it.
Yeah. Actually, we were together for maybe a year and a half before I started.
Was he getting benefits out of the OnlyFans? Out
Yeah,
of
that
you
was
was
different,
saying? I mean, I'm not saying I'm not trying to put the guy as a pimp, but I mean, was it him getting part of your money?
So it was a mutual relationship. I mean, it was
Okay.
the same way that any other relationship would be. The only difference was I was making money from OnlyFans and he was
Okay.
going to work. And then when he wasn't working, I held him up a little bit, and when I wasn't making enough money, he was holding me up.
Okay, I
So
see.
OnlyFans helped a bunch of different ways,
I see.
but it
So-
was completely normal.
So one of the things I wanted to talk about too is when I brought it up to him, I was like, we should talk about the state of OnlyFans, because now we're at a point right now where OnlyFans has been out. COVID's over,
Yeah. So
you know. So
now
is
it's a lot
OnlyFans gonna fizzle out, or what's the next wave now?
I feel like it is probably going to fizzle out, but only because, like I said earlier, so many different people look at all the people that have benefited and profited off it a lot and gone, oh, that's easy. I can do that too.
Right.
And they don't, which, again, it's just a matter of knowing what you're doing.
Right.
But I think it might fizzle out if people keep that mentality of, oh, it's easy, and then keep starting accounts and letting them die.
Right.
That would make it fizzle out for sure, yeah.
So, your first video, because I know there's different types of OnlyFans. I'm being told that there's people who doesn't do nudity or anything like that. They just I even heard they show their feet.
Yeah.
There's
Oh, yeah.
people
I've
into
sold
that
so
stuff.
many videos and pictures. of my feet.
Just looking at somebody else's feet, which is to me is bizarre, but whatever. So
To each their own.
right,
look at
so
I look at
what
sex-
kind of level of OnlyFans you have? What do you do in your OnlyFans account?
So for my main page on OnlyFans, it's mostly just all the shoots that I do that probably would get taken down on Facebook or Instagram.
Okay.
Twitter is different. Obviously, people post follow-on videos of them getting fucked on Twitter.
Right.
But I don't really use Twitter like that, so I just use it for promo. It's basically girlfriend vibes.
Right.
Picture what your girlfriend would send you on Snapchat.
Okay.
Or if she did a photo shoot, she was like, hey babe, which picture's the best one?
Right.
It's kind of that vibe. So a lot of guys pay for even extra than that, for the girlfriend package.
Right.
And
What is a girlfriend package? What is include? Let's break it down, right? So what
Imagine-
is a girlfriend package?
exactly what your girlfriend would send you on Snapchat. Ask you
Right.
about your day, let you complain about work, send you some pictures, just flirt and be there. Most of the guys on my OnlyFans want to just talk. I get paid to just talk most of the time.
Just to talk.
Yeah, and I have plenty of other things to buy, but most people want just that, yeah.
And that's what makes that point right there. And I tell people all the time, that's what makes Harlow's OnlyFans account different than what people just see right off the rip. Because you in your head, you thinking right now, what do you mean talk? What are y'all talking about?
Yeah, because it makes no sense
No,
that
they
you're going to be paying a certain amount of dollars.
That's the
The
difference.
way
to
that
talk
we're
to
talking
somebody.
right now,
Right.
that's what they pay for.
And that's the
Really?
difference between the top percenters in OnlyFans and the bottom percenters in OnlyFans right there. Because the top percenters are offering more. It's supply and demand if you think about it. So what she's saying right now, she's offering more than just, hey, look at my pictures and look at my video.
Right.
Hey, by the way, hey, you need somebody to your therapist, you know what I mean? Things of that
It's
nature.
therapy.
It
It's
is.
therapy, and if you create that supply, somebody's gonna want it.
Oh, of course. Yeah, of
Right.
course.
I've
And
sold
so-
my phone number before.
What do you mean by that? You sell
Like-
your phone number? Oh, so you're giving your phone number so they can call
So
you
they
directly?
can text me.
Oh.
Oh, no, they're not allowed to call me.
Okay, so they text you and they just having like a relationship with you, like a boyfriend and girlfriend type of thing.
Not necessarily. They know that they're not my boyfriend.
No, but I mean, they already they're assuming they are based upon the fact that they have your phone number, they can text you and talk to you because
but
you
they have
flirt
to
with
pay
them,
for
right?
it. But they have to pay for it.
Of course, but
They
you,
pay
you
for every minute.
It's a fantasy, essentially.
right, it's a fantasy thing, right? Because you flirt with them, you make them feel like you are, like they're the only ones for you.
It's not even that.
But I mean, that it's dependent on like. So in that scenario, if that's what they asked for,
If that's what they ask for,
Right.
yeah. But
Remember the party line when
most
we were
of the
kids?
people that they just want to complain about their girlfriends, complain about work, just have somebody to talk to, or get the chance to talk to me. I don't really get it either.
It doesn't make any sense.
it's a whole empire, bro. Like, and that's why I said it. What
like-
she's doing separates the difference between the top percenters and the bottom ones. You know,
It's like I feel like an opening OnlyFans just so I can talk to dudes about their date.
yo, man, we had a
You
conversation.
know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, how's your girlfriend treating you? Psst, I tell you what happened. And then I just listen to them and just go back and forth about what's going on. I mean, and I'm going to get paid for that?
Yeah, so the podcast we did,
That's
we talked
messed up.
about it. And then one guy, he's like, yo, I'm going to start an OnlyFans, and I'm just going to put stuff in my belly button. And people are going to pay to watch me put stuff in my belly button.
And they would. And they would.
And it's crazy, because not for nothing, like, be honest, right? What's $2 right now? Like, yo, you watch it, and then you like knowing that I could just slip this dude $2, and
Right.
now he's going to put hot sauce in his belly
it's
button.
like if you
What's
if
$2?
all of your friends on Facebook are saying, "Oh, like there's this crazy ass fight video."
Right.
Are you gonna want to see that fight video?
Yeah.
Exactly. And do you think you can spare $2 to watch it if you really want to?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Curiosity will get you there.
Exactly.
But I mean,
And how many thousands of other people are gonna pay the same $2 though?
right. But when we're talking about OnlyFans, right away my mind goes like nudity.
Right off the rip.
Right, because that's
that's
what
not
is
all
that's what it
OnlyFans
has
is
become
either.
though.
But
Because at the beginning it wasn't like that. At the beginning was like, you know, famous people, they open an OnlyFans and you can see the day by day life
The
or whatever.
mukbangs, the
Exactly.
people
And
eating.
then all of a sudden somebody starts showing their ass
playing
and
with
whatever.
toys.
On my main
Exactly.
page, I have never, not a single time, shown more than a booty pic or just some titties. You know what I
Right.
mean? Down there does not like get shown on the main page.
Right.
That's a lot more.
But that's
money.
private.
That's a lot more money.
Okay.
That's where that pay-per-view come in, like boxing.
Exactly.
Like we were talking about in the car, you don't go to the strip club. You pay the fee at the entry to
Right.
get into the strip club, but then you tip the strippers for the dance.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how long you think you can keep doing this though? I mean,
I don't
because
see
I
myself
don't
doing it for much
like
longer.
like what?
I would say
3-5 years?
I would say tops 2 more years.
2 more years?
Yeah, I'm getting into like other stuff now.
Like
I'm taking modeling more seriously.
Okay.
I've been doing more music, managing again. Like, you know, there's just other things that I could be doing, and it's not really a priority anymore. It's just extra money when it comes in.
right. But how's your family dealing with this though? Did they know?
So they didn't for a long time.
Okay.
However, my dad, we actually got into a huge fight
Okay.
last year around this time, like February, I think.
Okay.
And he was furious with me because his friends
Okay.
had found my page
Right.
and subscribed to me, and then were making fun of him and talking.
Making fun of your father.
Yes,
Oh my God.
and talking about me, his daughter,
Right.
in a sexual way in front of him. So obviously that did not go well with my
Right.
dad. And of course the anger was justified because that's embarrassing.
Right, it is.
But he came home absolutely infuriated, and we got into a huge argument and fight, and I didn't go home for about a year.
So but you don't okay, so you don't live with your family. You have your own place.
At the moment, I'm not living there. I still go home all the time. We're in a better place now.
Oh, okay. So he actually
they're accepting of it now. It just took a minute.
a minute. A minute.
My thing is, the thing with
It took
OnlyFans
a
is,
while.
I just feel like we were at a state where the country was giving out so much free money. And it was just like,
Yeah.
it was like tax season over and over again. And like right now, tax season's coming up right now. And like
Yeah.
with all that extra money, what's $22?
Yeah, exactly. Talking about tax, now that you mention it, do you pay tax on that stuff?
Yes.
How does that work?
So you get a 1099.
You get a 1099
Yeah.
for your OnlyFans. You have to fill out and pay taxes on it.
Yeah. But you can write off anything that you buy for OnlyFans on your taxes.
Damn, these people put their hands on everything.
Yeah. So
Holy shit.
So basically, if I buy a 9-inch dildo, I can write that off on my taxes. And I have multiple times.
Oh,
That's wild, right? Wild.
it is wild because I never listen. I never have anybody that knows about this. You know, I mean, you have so many questions, and then you think you know until you meet somebody from the inside.
So
And now I thought that you just get all this free money by showing yourself on OnlyFans.
No. So OnlyFans takes out a percentage of everything you make as well. So say you make $5, you got to keep 4 of that.
So you keep $4 out of that 5.
It might be $3.60 actually. $4 to $3.60, whatever. $10, yeah. It's $1.
It's $1 something. Okay.
Yeah, so $10 would be $8. So OnlyFans takes that money out for themselves because you're paying them for legal stuff
Right.
and to use their platform. Kind of the same way that like tattoo artists rent out chairs. And then you also have to file your tax at the end of the year and write down every single thing, which is a lot. That gets expensive.
Let's talk about money. How much money you make? Is it because I heard people saying, "Oh, I made $30,000. I made $40,000 a month doing OnlyFans," and that sounds like a ridiculous amount of money.
I mean,
But
so
what
I don't.
what is it for what you do in your main platform? You're not showing any nudity or anything like that. You're only showing like sexy pictures, right?
So
what
I
do you
have
make
made-
out of that?
What I have made just off of subscriptions.
Yes.
Okay, so I don't want to tell you how much I've made in total.
No, just give me
But
just an idea so I
let's
can have
say
an idea.
The first year that I started OnlyFans, when I was 18, I made $20,000 just off of subscriptions, plus what I was making off of the videos, which was another few $1,000s.
And how long did it took you to get that $20-some thousand?
That was the first year that I started.
So it took you a
OnlyFans,
year to
and
get
I
that.
started pretty early into the year, so
Okay.
I mean, actually, it was probably like March that I
March.
started, and then from March to December, I made over $25,000.
March to December. So less than a year it took you to make 25 grand.
Yeah.
So I mean that's not
month.
bad. But
Yeah,
how many
it's a
hours? How many hours you spend on that? Just subscriptions, right?
That's just
Okay.
That's just subscription.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Sheesh.
Dude,
It's
we
like
got
reoccurring income just from.
Oh yeah, and so
gotta do
some of those
something,
people,
man.
some of those people
We gotta
that
do
subscribe
something.
to me still subscribe to me, and I'm still making money off of the people that just. Some people will subscribe and then forget about their.
and they just keep the money
Netflix
just keeps.
subscription.
It's a monthly
Yeah.
subscription. It's the same way that Apple does it. So
Yeah.
which I don't love that. I'd much rather them be taking advantage of it, but I'm also
Right.
not going to say no to the money.
But what does it cost to subscribe to your channel?
So I only charge $10 right now because I don't post like what other girls do. If I was
Okay.
posting like more,
Mhm.
then maybe it would be a little bit different. I do think I'm gonna raise the price a tiny bit just because there's so much content on there now.
Right.
And you can't delete things off of OnlyFans.
You can't?
So you can, but only 10 at a time per day.
Okay.
So it takes a while. You can't really like change your account that much. It's not like Instagram or Facebook. Like you can't just go through your page and clean it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no. So it gets difficult.
It sounds like difficult.
I mean, for $25,000. I mean,
But it's $25,000 for a full year though. It's not like she made.
It wasn't a full year, and
Yeah.
and I only have to.
That's like 20. Like
That's just
she
me-
made
that's just
$25,000
that's
because her
posting
OnlyFans
pictures
just
that I'd
existed.
already taken. That's posting pictures that I was already taking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So instead of putting it on your regular page on Instagram or Facebook, you just put it on OnlyFans and one for that.
Yeah, basically it's the same thing I'd post on Instagram or Facebook, but it might get taken down, so I'm charging for it on OnlyFans instead.
So you're gonna be doing this for a couple more years. So might as well raise the price now, so you can squeeze as much money as you can out of it.
Yeah,
But can you really
problem is
walk away from it?
But the problem is people don't want to pay a lot and then have to pay even more. So honestly, $10 is like the sweet spot.
Right.
$10 to $15 is a sweet spot of like subscription price, because you're either posting enough on the homepage for everybody to see everything that
Right.
they're paying $15 to $10 for, or it's like, okay, it's $10 and they'll still pay more. Some people, they complain, but
Yeah.
most people, if they're subscribing to your OnlyFans, they have money to spend.
One thing it's just I'm trying to wrap my head around this is that what can OnlyFans provide for a consumer that you couldn't get at like YouPorn or Pornhub or any of these porn sites? I mean, it's
know the answer
and
to
those
that
are
one.
free.
Glad you brought it up.
And those are free, right? I mean,
I've
what
yelled at
can
you for this before.
what can you offer to somebody that's signing to you?
All right, so
pay their subscription.
So have you ever gone on Pornhub or whatever like website you use?
Yeah, of course.
So you search in the bar, right? You want something very specific.
Right.
And you want to find that specific video. And you want it exactly the way you want it. And you go through every single fucking page. I don't know about you, but when I go on to any of those websites, I click the search bar, whatever I want to see, and then I go immediately to the 114th page. Because I know that I'm not going to find it on any of the pages before that.
Oh, okay.
So if you subscribe to somebody's OnlyFans and you're asking for a specific video, you get exactly what you're asking for. You can say, I want this, 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 and that.
And OnlyFans will find it for you.
No, the
No.
person that you're subscribed to will say, okay, I can make that for you.
Oh, okay.
It's personal.
It's personal.
Oh, okay.
Or you can say, I want a video specifically for me. I want you to say my name. Do you know how much I've gotten paid just to say somebody's name before? Do you know how much I've gotten paid to write their name on my ass?
So my thing is like, and that, like, to add on to that, like, think about me and you out, right?
All right.
Think about it. We out.
Mm-hmm.
And we see this badass bitch. We're just like, yo, I'd fuck the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Like, yo, that bitch is bad. Like, yo, I want to see this bitch, like, naked.
Right.
And then, like, day's
And
over,
then you
right?
have the chance to.
The next day, you scrolling, you see that same bitch.
Right.
$9.99.
Yeah, you're gonna go for it.
You know what I mean? And you're like, yo, I was just talking about how I want to see her naked. $9.99. Bruh, that's a pack of Pokemon cards.
I think
For a pack of Pokemon cards right now, I can see the shorty naked that I was just thinking about yesterday. And it's like the difference between me going to just see some random chicken porn. It's like this one right here, I've asphyxiated to. Like, I have
you saw her in person.
I have
yeah.
like this one right. Like, you know what I mean? Or like, yo, imagine like the hot chick at the supermarket. You know what I mean?
Right.
The swipe the fucking fruit at the register.
And you just picture
cashier.
yourself. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? And then you
I
find
wonder
out
what she
like,
looks
what
like. Yeah.
bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then you go and you like, oh, that's the cashier from my supermarket 3 blocks
the
away.
only female here, I should probably say this is like
What was that?
kind of disgusting.
What? Oh, but this is not for nothing. But this is the conversations we like. You know what I mean? Like when the guys.
I'm just saying.
I didn't realize how sick we were until she started explaining.
I know, and then now we're just
think
like,
about
oh,
it,
yeah, we're weird.
you're gonna pay somebody just to say your name, or to write your name on their butt cheeks. It's like I'm trying to. It's like, what can you get out of it? I mean,
No, so it's fantasy. It's fantasy. Like so. Like,
I
it's like she said.
offered for somebody. They said, if you send me a Polaroid picture in the mail, so that I can keep it in my wallet with me every day, I'll pay you whatever you want.
how much you charge for that?
I'm still deciding on how much I'm gonna tell them.
If I was you, I'd be like $1,000.
1,000, right out the
Just to see how crazy he is.
Yeah.
And how
you shoot
far
high,
you-
land low. Yeah, you know.
Right, laying low, exactly.
Anything over 100 for just a Polaroid is already a W on my book.
Exactly.
No, but like I think about like if you think about fantasies and like you can literally custom build your own fantasy with a specific person. Like you can't go on YouTube or YouPorn or X videos or like you know what I mean. You can't go on there and put in the search. You can put in the search bar what you want.
Right.
But like she said, you can't make that specific request.
Yeah.
And that specific request is why OnlyFans is blowing like right now.
Yeah, like honestly,
I just think it's gonna fizzle and die out because
once
the government
I
stopped giving us
once
free
I
money.
find the
Yeah.
right girl that I can subscribe to, I have a few requests.
Let me ask you, what is the craziest stuff or the craziest thing that anybody ever asked you to do, or can you say like
Public.
what's the crazy? What do you mean public? Like just go on in public and do something crazy?
I got paid $300 to flash my tits in a Chick-fil-A bathroom. And that was when I first started. And that's the stupidest shit that I've ever
How much you got paid for that?
300.
$300.
Yep.
For a tit flash and Chick-fil-A.
Yep. And it wasn't even in front of people.
Your face says so much. I mean, I'm
just
looking at your face. It's so disappointed you don't have bigger tits, so
My
you
thing
can
is,
flash
yo,
it,
bro. Like I do a helicopter right now on the escalator. Like let's get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like
I've gotten asked to, I think the only, I mean, I don't know if I've gotten anything crazy as spitting on my own feet. That was weird.
What was that? Spinning? Oh,
He wanted me to spit on my
spit.
own
oh,
feet.
spit.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! I don't know, man. We need some therapy. I don't know what's going on in this man. It doesn't make any sense. How come there's not enough? That's why there's not enough psychiatrists out there or people that can treat this kind of mental stuff. Because I
I think
mean,
this is not
how
mental.
you gonna pay just to see somebody spit on their own feet? It doesn't make any sense. It's some crazy shit.
Well, that's the thing. Like it's. The
I don't know. When we
equivalent-
went out to the club the other day, the security guard was like talking about my feet the whole time. That was weird as shit.
Literally.
And then your friend picked up my foot, and I was like, "Unhand me, sir."
Like literally went straight for the feet.
Like he literally picked my foot up and was like, I was like, "Unhand me immediately."
What?
Like feet. I don't
So
know.
you're born and raised here in Manchester, or you came from somewhere else?
I've never lived in Manchester.
Oh, you never did. Okay.
I was born in Malden. I lived in Jersey, Malden again, Haverhill, Maine, Philly.
In 3 years, you have bounced around that much?
Oh no, not in 3 years. I thought you asked like entirely.
Oh, okay, entirely. So, where were you born?
Malden.
Malden. What is Malden? Help me out.
Malden, Mass.
Oh, Malden, Mass. Okay.
Yeah, right. Not close, like from Boston.
And then your parents move around a lot, and
Yeah, I got bounced around like from family members a lot growing up, just because we were close though.
okay. You have any sisters or brothers that do this, or are they proud of you, or they say something like? I mean,
have
are they
a little
judge you?
brother- I have a little brother who is actually very proud of everything that I've done. He's always been supportive. He doesn't want to know everything
Okay.
that I'm doing, of course, because it's my little brother.
Yeah, you don't want him to see your pictures.
And he has gotten embarrassed because his friends have grown up. Like, growing up, his friends always had crushes on me, and I was like, he didn't want to have me around when his friends were over because they would like,
Oh yeah,
oh my God, your sister.
is that hitting on you?
Yeah, and then, when I started doing this, they were all a little bit older than him, so they were able to subscribe to my OnlyFans before he was even able to know that I was doing that. So
Damn.
they informed him of what I was doing, and he was embarrassed. But he's over it now. It's gotten better. His friends don't subscribe to me anymore.
What is the scariest thing that you have? I mean, have you had somebody stalking on you, like chasing you around, try to find out where you live?
Yeah, that's happened a few times actually.
Tell us about it.
There's been a couple of guys that I didn't know were subscribed to my OnlyFans. So a lot of guys use fake names and fake profiles, like, just I don't know who they are a lot
Right.
of the time. So like, we'll call him Voldemort.
We'll call him Voldemort. Look, he who shall not be named.
Exactly. But you know who I'm talking
I
about.
know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, so I guess he was subscribed and he was subscribed for about a year and a half, and he was friends with somebody else that I had been talking to and friends with, and found out the address that I was staying at.
That's not good.
Yeah, but I didn't know that this was the case. I thought it was the guy that I was talking to before that was showing up at the house. Turns out it was this guy the whole time who was subscribed to my OnlyFans and getting like obsessive or whatever.
Right.
But I had no idea. And then he never told me that he subscribed to my OnlyFans. He made it seem very safe and like he had no idea what was going on, and he was just like, you know, comfort, a safe place, you know. Now we have court.
What happened? I mean, did he chase you down the street or
no,
nothing happened?
We got close and things happened.
Oh, things happened. So okay, so he just played you around, not telling you that he saw your profile.
He stalked me for.
He stalked you for a while,
like
and
a
then
year.
he just kind of light his way into your pants, pretty much.
Yeah. And then I had a few
He was a
other-
smart man, I guess.
Yeah,
he
no,
was
he-
able
no,
to
he-
play the game.
He did it the right way, I guess.
Yeah.
He fooled me. Then there's been a few other guys that just get obsessed with the pictures, and some of the guys that have bought my phone number, I have had to block them because they will call consistently, like every single 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I've had a few. There was one guy literally drove me to Derry. They picked me up off the fucking side of the street outside of my house.
Really?
I don't think I've ever told you
No,
this
I'm
story.
like, I ain't heard this one.
Try to find this out.
When I was younger, this was before I started OnlyFans. But it was
shit.
it still had something to do with like
This
the
is
plat-
gateway to
It was
OnlyFans.
the platform. The same platform, like of, you know, I was modeling. I had just started modeling, and this guy on Facebook was like harassing the shit out of me. But you know how Facebook has like the message requests and then the
Yeah.
messages. So I wasn't seeing any of this stuff. And then I don't know how he figured it out, but I was still in high school, and he figured out which high school that I went to. And he waited outside, like where I don't know how
Yeah.
this happened. Like genuinely, I still to this day have no idea how he figured this out, but he showed up at my high school down the street, the exact path that I walked on every single day to get to my job.
Damn.
And I would leave school and go to work. So I would take a shortcut through like this little like bushes area, and he knew exactly where I was, and nobody would have known like what I was doing. You know, like nobody could have known that. I don't know how he figured that out, but he waited and literally put me in his car, and I was like 16 years old, and I knew who he was at that point because I had seen him commenting on all of my Facebook
Right.
So
posts.
did he have like a Kit Kat, like Reese's? Like,
Yeah, something. Can you help me to find my dog or something?
No,
I
when
mean,
I say
how
he
do you
picked-
get into
No, when
his
I say
vehicle?
he picked me up.
oh, he
and
picked you
put
up
me
and put you in the
car.
vehicle. Okay.
And I was,
Cause I was like, we missing the part on how you
Yeah,
got
no,
in the
we-
car.
There's some kind of, there's some pieces that were
Yeah, I
like
was like,
floating
wait a minute.
around. It's like, well, maybe he went over and be like, hey, can you help me find my dog?
Yeah.
That's an easy
so
one.
all right, so
Yeah.
So he picked
You're
you up,
kidnapped.
put you in his
also
vehicle.
keep
He
in mind,
kidnapped you.
he had an ankle bracelet on this entire time, which
Oh,
I
cool.
still don't understand. Like, how did he get away with this? I don't know. But I was in the car, and again, 16 years old. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out, obviously. Like, I kept trying to get out.
Right.
But he had things with him.
Like weapons on something.
Yeah, so I wasn't trying to like do anything stupid. And he also had a giant bottle of Henny, like the handles of
Yeah.
it.
that's what it was. It was the Henny.
Hell yeah.
She was like, I'm
Giant
getting
bottle-
in.
You know, he had, fuck you. Fuck you. No, he had a giant bottle of Henny in like the middle console or whatever, and he kept like drinking it the entire way. And he just drove me to Lawrence, and then he was like, stay fucking here. And he locked me in the car and left into this like apartment building for, I don't know, like 45 minutes. My phone was dead, so I couldn't even call my mom.
You trying to leave?
I couldn't open the door.
Oh, he got it like the child, like he put you on the back or something?
Yeah, like there was no way for me to get out of that car. And if I had, the alarms would have gone off and he would have heard. So I was honestly scared.
What's going on? What is it going? Hold on a second. What is it going through your mind right now, Mason Terry? Please,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you.
dump it out. Let me see what you got.
I know.
I'm gonna get in trouble for me saying this, but I'm just sitting here going like, bro, white people.
No, I know. And when I look back on this, I say the same shit too. I'm like, you're a dumb bitch.
I was gonna ask her if he was
Like,
a
bro,
black
even
guy.
a shorty from Scary Movie was smarter than this. Like, I'm like,
No, he was just genuinely like scary. Like, if you did that to me, I'd look you in your face and be like, "Are you dumb?"
oh, so I'm a bitch now, apparently. Like,
No, but he was like
compared to this
insane,
nigga.
and he was insane enough that I didn't know what he was gonna do. So I didn't know what was about to happen.
But do
I
you
was scared. Now, obviously, at 21 years old, I would never get in that situation.
So how this story ends? Did he sexually abuse you?
So-
Did he rape you? What happened?
No, he didn't hurt me.
He didn't
at
hurt
all.
you. He just drove you around in Lawrence and
So,
dump you back
he drove me around in Lawrence, and then I don't know what he did, but I heard shots, and then he came running out of the apartment building, got in the car, and then we drove to Derry. He sold crack out of the bottom of his car and continued to drink the entire time, and then I threatened to crash the car. So he was finally like, okay, I'll bring you home. And I was like, how the fuck do you know where I live? And he was like, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. Just take me the fuck home.
All right.
So,
let me do a recap.
Okay,
let me do a recap.
Let's do a recap.
Let me do a
Mr.
recap.
Terry. Let's see
Let me
what
do a
what
recap.
we got.
All right. So I plugged the disc in.
Yes.
All right. And my mission started at school. Right.
Right.
no, I know.
Tracking her
I know
steps.
this
Tracking
is
her
insane.
steps.
No.
I promise you, the cops
Hear me.
were involved.
Hear me
The
out.
cops
Hear
did
me out.
get
Hear me out.
involved.
Hear me out. So I put the disc in, and my mission started at school. I went to school, and then as I'm on my way home, that's when my side mission started. I got picked up and put in the car. Now I'm in the car. Now, in this Grand Theft Auto mission, in the back seat of this car that I can't
I
get
have
out
no
of.
idea. I was just sitting there like,
The
am I gonna
antagonist
die
has now
or-
committed a crime. He shot a bunch of people in a house.
I didn't know what was going on.
I went with him to sell crack. And now he dropping me off at home. Yo, CJ, listen, you ain't see nothing
No.
today. That's how I feel right
he
now.
said
Like,
he said he knew where I lived, and I was like, how the fuck do you know where I live? He said, I'll just drop you off at home. And I was like, excuse you. So I said I had to go to the bathroom, and we pulled over like at a gas station by my house, and there was a cop outside. Thank God.
So what's the end of the story? Did he get arrested or?
I walked over to the cop and I said I'm going to the bathroom, and inside the cop was paying for his stuff, and I walked over to the cop and I said, I'm in trouble. I need you to bring me home.
Okay.
So the cop was like, what's the story? Like, what's going on? And so I said, what happened?
Right.
And unfortunately, I do not know his real name. I know what his name was on Facebook, but he used many, many, many different Facebook accounts to try to contact me after this happened. So I never really got
after this happened, he
After
kept
the-
the contact with you after.
They're balls in
he
this
ke-
fucking guy.
he kept stalking me after. He would show up at my house. He followed me around Haverhill a few times. He shot at the car a few times.
Go back. So the cop, I don't know, because no. The
the-
plot thickened, and then we lost.
The cop brought me home. The cop brought
you
me
home.
And he tried to get my statement and everything. But there was
So the cop
nothing
didn't
that he could-
approach the guy.
He was gone. As soon as he saw me walk out with the cop, he drove away. So
Okay, alright, that was what- that was the piece he was
we
missing.
got like what the vehicle looked like. We didn't get a license plate or anything. So
after this whole
Did you have, like, a
story
backpack with
happens
you?
to you,
no, I yeah, I had my backpack.
Like,
But I
all
didn't.
right, so
but that's
like,
just a bunch
kids-
of books.
kids, you supposed to be writing inside the book the addresses, the way you went. Like you supposed to log all that.
So after this whole thing happens to you,
I couldn't do any of that.
Well, you was in the house for 40. I listened. I'm good. I'm a good listener. He was in the apartment building.
45 minutes.
All right, well,
John
at
Wick
16,
for 45 minutes.
I didn't know that. Look, hindsight 2020, I would do that.
I hate you.
But real quick,
In
so
the moment, yeah.
after this happens to you, have you ever thought of like maybe I should just stop doing this because it's
That
like
was
you
before
put
I
it,
even
you-
started OnlyFans.
Right, I understand that, but imagine that happens before you even started. Now you're in the mix, and you're still doing it. So don't you think it's like high risk for you to?
You get smarter.
So I think it was the other way around for her. So that's why I said it was a gateway. I think it was the other way around for her. I feel like at that point, if like, all right, well, fuck, if this is my life gonna be like, I might as well get paid.
Exactly. Okay, exactly. That's what everybody.
Hell no, man. I
Think
was
about it, like, yo,
growing up, everybody was like, "You
If at
slut," and I was like,
16,
"Okay, so
she
let's
was
get
already
paid
going
for
through
it."
shit like that at 16. At 18, why not get paid for the shit that everybody already think I'm doing anyway?
because you're exposing yourself a lot more. That's the way I look at it.
Okay, so everybody.
She's
now-
already exposed.
I understand that,
When
but
I was
ima-
12 years old,
think about
everybody
this.
told me that I was sucking dick for money or for drugs or whatever. I had never smoked weed. I didn't even curse. I had never even had my first kiss. But at 18 years old, if people had been saying about that, saying that about me my entire life, why the fuck not get a check for it?
Now, why would they say that though?
I
What was the reason?
Girls get jealous in middle school.
Oh, I see. Okay, there were all the
Middle-
girls saying.
I hope your daughter never has to go through middle school.
Okay, I have 4 daughters. I had 2 already out of high school, and I have 2, and I have 1 in middle school, and I have another one in elementary. I know
can
what
tell
is. That's what I'm.
13
All these
for
questions,
worse.
all these questions that I'm asking you is because, for me, it's very important to kind of know about this, so I can tell my kids about it, so they know. From my point of view,
Don't get in the van.
it's not worth it.
No.
Because
And I
because
would
what
tell
are
them
you
the
gonna
same
do
thing, 'cause
exactly?
I'm in the position where I have made a lot of money and I have done very well for myself, and I am proud of the things that I've accomplished in my life. However, I would never, ever, ever look at somebody who was not already doing it and say you should start doing this. That is not the right thing to say.
Yeah, because you can't erase once you put a picture of yourself
Exactly.
in a certain way.
No.
You can't get rid of it because it gets shared so many thousands of times. And
Exactly, which was, I mean, in one hand, I was careful about what I have posted on the
Okay.
internet.
what's the process of being careful? Like, what do you mean by being careful about what you're posting? Because if you already if you put Terry's name on your ass and then took a picture of it, that picture is going to be there forever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's no way to get rid of that.
I'm glad she
And
put
then-
Terry.
Right? I'm just saying. Right? So how can you be careful about what you post on
So
your site?
I have already made my name for myself in this specific industry. So for me, I guess it's more of like I'm not going to go farther than what I've already done.
Okay.
I'm not going to push my boundaries. At this point in what I've been doing, I know exactly what I'm comfortable with and what I'm not comfortable with. But to somebody who's never done it before, that's terrifying.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
it
And you
must be.
don't know what you're signing up for, essentially. And even if you do, you don't really know what your limits and comfortability is yet. So I would say for me specifically, like I said, I absolutely do not show any like pussy
Right.
on my front
You
page.
won't show completely naked, but privately you do send those pictures. So I mean, once I get the picture,
but
I
most-
can do pretty much whatever I want with it.
No.
Right, because if I get your picture, I can screenshot it, right?
No. If you screenshot or screen record or try to sell or post that video anywhere or picture anywhere on any other platform that OnlyFans, actually you can't even post it on OnlyFans. OnlyFans, the reason OnlyFans takes money out of what you get paid is because they go through every single picture and video that you have on your page that you've sent on the main page, privately, anything that's on your thing, it gets looked over and reviewed, and it goes through, I can't remember the word for it. It's like a They go through the entire internet essentially, and they make sure that it's not being copied or.
So essentially, like what OnlyFans would do, like say it's like how you say you take a screen grab of Snapchat,
Okay.
and it'll give you that warning, like such and such took a screenshot. So, but on OnlyFans, it's different. You take those screenshots, you get a warning. So now you're getting blocked from OnlyFans itself. The site itself is now removing you, and then sending you out that warning, like, hey, so listen, legally, this is you're breaking the terms and conditions of when you created your OnlyFans account. Yeah.
But also, if you take that picture or screenshot or screen grab or whatever and post it anywhere else, they can sue the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Well, the reason I'm saying this is because this singer back in my country, Dominican Republic, and she was all over the news because she opened an OnlyFans account, and her videos were everywhere. You don't even have to sign up to her page because there were people screen recording videos of her touching herself and doing all kinds of stuff. And that's what I'm saying. So there's no control. You have no control of what people do with those pictures or videos, though.
That happens.
Because let's say I want you to send me a picture because you say you sell your phone number. So now I'm texting you and be like, hey, can you send me a picture of you doing certain things? How much is that? Once you tell me, oh, it's gonna be $500. And if I'm willing to pay for that picture, once I get that picture is mine. I can pretty much do whatever I want with it.
So that's when you have to be smart about it, and you do things the way that I do it, and anything.
How you do it? Explain that.
Anything that you send, I go into a video app and I edit the video, so that my tag is a background image for the entire video. So basically, you can't watch my video without seeing Harlow Rose. And it's not going to be the focal point or anything. You can still watch the video perfectly fine, but you're not going to be able to share that without having the Harlow Rose tag. So I'm still going to make my money.
You're still going to make your money.
No matter what.
Okay. All right. I mean, I'm still think it's very risky.
It is risky.
Because I mean, let's say.
But I made that decision, and now I got to stick with it.
Right.
And I'm proud of myself for
how I made it work. I'm not trying to shame you or anything.
Oh, no, not at all.
No. I'm not trying to shame you or anything. But what I'm saying is this, right? You say you're gonna be doing this for another 2 years, let's say. After those 2 years, what are you gonna do? I mean, are you gonna move?
This is just.
Are you gonna move to Utah? That's where everybody moves.
No,
I mean, all the porn stars, and everybody
to the mountains we go.
I don't know why Utah. I don't know what's the story with Utah, but
Hugh Hefner's gone and he don't have the Playboy Mansion no more. That's it.
Oh, okay.
Andrew Tate tried to recreate it, but they locked him up for it.
So what are you gonna do once you said, okay, this is my last video?
Culinary school.
I'm out. What was that?
This is just putting me through culinary school.
Culinary school? Okay. And you don't think this is going to affect you in any way? Like, because I have a restaurant. You want to work for me. But guess what? He cooks for me at my restaurant. He follows you. He knows you. Don't you think that that's going to become an issue for you to get a job? Eventually, I'm just saying.
Is he a grown man? Is he respectful? Can he hold his fucking tongue and be an adult? Then it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah,
I doubt it.
That and you think about it.
You asking that for a man? That's asking for too much.
No.
Because,
Okay,
right?
so that right there pisses me the fuck off because that is basically saying he has the right to talk to me that way or say anything about me and treat me sexually in a workplace where that has nothing to do with anything that I'm doing.
Yeah, it's 2023 now. We can't do that no more.
That is absolutely unacceptable.
Right.
You should be looking down on him and firing him, not me. If you're looking at me saying, "Oh, well, you do OnlyFans and I can't hire you because the guys that I have hired are going to have a problem with it and talk to you disrespectfully, and you're not going to hire me because of that." I can tell you right fucking now, you're going to have a fat lawsuit on your hands.
So you can sue me, but because this is the thing, though.
No, because
you're gonna lose,
that's sexual harassment. Because that's sexual harassment, and that's.
But that's like an age-old battle that women have been going through with men for
Exactly.
All right, and you want to bet this time I'll fucking win?
No, but here's my thing. Say you went.
That's disgusting.
Here's the thing.
No, I'm sorry, that's disgusting to say.
It is
understandable, but listen, this is where you lose. And it sucks, but this is where you lose. All right, so even if you win that lawsuit, you still lost. You still don't have a job. and then now you become the difficult chick that nobody wants to work with.
Exactly. And that's
You
the
see what I mean? And that's where the L is, because now you've done that, and then now you put out there that I'm the difficult chick. Like, oh, if you don't hire me, I'm just gonna be this. And then now, if I'm your next employer, and I look back on that and I see that, I gotta ask myself, to protect my businesses,
Right.
what I'm gonna do when I piss you off now? If I piss you off,
All right, what am I
the
gonna
bathroom,
do?
oh,
All right,
God forbid, the bathroom don't have no toilet
and,
paper.
And what are you gonna do anytime that a woman comes into the establishment and you say something fucking disgusting, and then your boss has to deal with it?
So that's
is that gonna be the same thing?
That's the thing. So okay, so I work for a company, and I work for a manager who literally specifically, didn't hire women to avoid this exact conversation right now.
right.
He specifically only hired men because of this conversation we have it right now. Because of how difficult.
You realize everything coming out of your mouth right now is absolutely absurd. Though.
It's not absurd. It's life. It's not
not
my
life.
opinion.
It's not
my
life.
opinion.
It's sexism.
It is, and we're not gonna sit here and pretend like it don't exist.
This not.
Like, this not
we're
my
not saying
personal opinion.
We're not saying it's not.
Yeah.
But let's go back to the beginning.
But you're saying it's okay though.
No,
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm just telling you life right now. Like,
nobody's saying it's okay. I'm just telling you what real life is.
yeah.
Okay,
Let's-
no,
let's-
but
hold
I
on a second.
promise
Let me
you I've
explain-
gotten
let me
through
explain
real
myself.
life plenty of times without having to deal with anything.
I understand. Let me explain myself.
And been able to speak up about it.
Let me explain myself, okay? I have 5 guys working in my kitchen. You come in, they know what you do. And I can tell them, listen, don't even talk to her. Stick with your job. Do your job, and don't even engage with her in any way. And they're gonna do that in the workplace. Now, once they clock out, whatever they do, that's their problem. And that.
But that's what.
Hold on a second. And that it is a problem.
No,
but you
that's,
can't.
That's that problem,
Right.
not work problem.
I understand that, but you gotta understand, once they clock out, whatever they do is their problem.
Exactly.
So you're gonna get harassed by people, and the minute you
And
try to
that's my
sue me,
problem, not yours.
exactly, and that's
No,
what I'm
but that's-
saying.
That doesn't
that's what-
happen in the workplace.
But
though.
that's what we trying to explain.
That's
to
what I'm trying
you.
to explain.
That's what we trying to
If it
explain.
doesn't happen when you're at work, then it doesn't matter. But what you're saying right now
Mm-hmm.
is because I do OnlyFans, that's going to happen. Do you know that when I was 14 years old, I had 23-year-old men that I was working with at the pizza shop trying to fucking fuck me after work?
We know this.
Exactly.
That's exactly our point.
No. So,
That's-
but that
that's
doesn't have
our
anything
point.
to do with me doing OnlyFans, though.
Of course
it has
not.
Absolutely nothing to do with
Of course
that.
not, because
Has
you weren't
nothing-
doing it. You were not doing it at that time. Imagine now that you are actually doing it. So now people, because before you start doing it, people look at you in the street, and then you weren't clothes. Now you have this OnlyFans. They looking at you,
I still wear clothes on my OnlyFans.
but then
Pay-per-view.
you have all the pictures.
But then you
all
also
the
have
pictures.
pay-per-view.
And so now they see beyond the clothing. Now they can look at you and be like, "Oh, I saw her ass. I pay her $20. I pay her $100 so she can put my name on her ass." You know what I'm saying? And that is what I'm saying. So I'm not going to fire them. I'm going to make sure that they don't cross lines with you. But once they clock out, it's fair game. It's nothing I can do about it.
That has nothing
And
to do with the job, though.
Right.
If you're hiring me, you can't discriminate against me just because of what I've
Of
done.
course not. Of course not.
Because that's discrimination.
I won't discriminate.
And that's sexual harassment.
but
if you do
that's
it
not-
during work, outside of work, that's my problem. I made the decision to do that. That's my problem. You're not going to get sued for that, and I will never win a lawsuit.
But you're being harassed.
No, but I would never win a lawsuit against you
Right.
because that's not happening at work.
That's exactly
I
what we
wouldn't-
said.
No, you were saying that that's gonna happen regardless at work, and saying like I won't be able to get jobs because of it.
Well,
That's discrimination. That's not fair.
But that's life.
But that's life. That was life before OnlyFans.
That is life.
That's the
Yes, of
tag that
course.
you have attached
Right.
to you
No,
just
of
because
course,
you're a woman.
Of course.
And like-
That's
and
why I don't work with children right now.
And
Exactly.
and what we trying to say is essentially is like you have to ask yourself. You know what I mean? Like you sacrifice the few for the many.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And in this scenario right now, you're the few because I have the many. I don't want to lose the many over the few. And like that's what he's saying in that scenario. Like, hey, so listen, I'm interviewing you.
Right.
Like I'm your boss. Like, right now, say I'm your boss. I'm interviewing you. And I know the guys that already work for me.
Right.
I know that these little motherfuckers are little fucking 12-year-olds.
Okay, and if that's the case, then you should be looking at the staff that you already have as like,
So you
are
want me
these
to
people that
fire
are very
5?
valuable?
So hear me out.
people?
You want me to fire
no,
5
if
of
you are,
my
if you are
employees?
already questioning the morals of the people that you already have hired, you already have a problem.
So
I'm
you
not
want me
the
to fire?
problem.
Okay, right. So you want me to fire 5 employees to hire
No,
one good one?
no, that's not the point at all.
No, that's not the point. But what you're saying makes sense. Because you're saying you already know the guys are working for you.
If you know that the people that you have hired already are going to be fucking creeps, then you should probably be looking at them and questioning.
No. They're already creeps in their personal time, and we just tell
Exactly.
and their personal time doesn't matter. Was based off their work productivity.
No. Because I promise you, that's gonna bite you in the fucking ass.
It's not. So again, this isn't a personal thing. This is personally. This is life.
I'm
These
not
are
talking about
scenarios.
personally.
So if I have 5 employees,
that's going to bite you in the ass.
It's not gonna bite me in the ass. It's not gonna bite me in the ass.
If
I have
you don't
5
have
employees
people around you,
I have 5
that's
employees
going
that I
to
know are
fucking-
creeps on their personal life, and their personal life doesn't acquire to me because they don't bring it to work. They are great. They are 5 great workers right now, right? And me interviewing you right now, knowing your background, and me knowing the team that I have right now, like you can say it's discrimination and it's sexist, but I'm not hiring you because I'm not putting you in a situation where I know I have 5 assholes.
Right.
They do their job, but I have 5 assholes that I know, and it's gonna it's gonna create a problem.
You said you have a restaurant, right?
Okay.
So you have to go through the entire hiring process and go through all of those interviews. And obviously during an interview, somebody is not going to sit there and be like, I'm a fucking piece of shit.
Right. Understood.
But
We all lie to get our jobs.
exactly.
Is what we do. Yeah.
Exactly. But and I've worked in a kitchen before. I know most people that work in a kitchen are pieces of fucking shit.
Of course.
But the difference is, are you willing to risk your business by hiring people that act like pieces of shit on a daily basis every chance they get? Or would you rather have people that do their job well and also make your business better?
Which goes back to my question right there. No. Which goes back to my question.
Before my idea goes
Do I
away.
fire the 5?
No.
And keep the 1.
No.
This is what happened. This is what happened.
Firing. I'm not saying firing. I'm talking about if you are noticing that the people that you have hired are assholes and are treating people like shit, then why the fuck would you be like, oh, well, I'm not going to hire this person because I know that the people I already have hired are going to treat
This is what happens, right?
That's not okay. Like,
But
that's something that you have to look at.
I understand that, but what happened is this, right? I already had the business. I already had these guys. They've been working for me forever. I know what they are. I know what they do. And from my point of view, bringing you in the business is what's going to make it worse. You see what I'm saying? Because I already been dealing with these guys for, I don't know, like the movie Waiting. You see those guys in the kitchen? They're all a bunch of assholes, but they're all assholes to each other.
Yes.
Now bringing you in that kitchen, it's what's going to make it worse. And that's why me as a business owner, I'm going to try to find every excuse that I can find so I don't hire you to avoid ended up sued by a lawsuit
You couldn't
or
get
firing
sued by
these
me for
guys.
that. You couldn't get sued for me for that.
Because then it's going to come to a point that you're going to make me choose.
If it's not at work, then it doesn't matter.
Right, but if it is at work, and then you're going to make me choose whether fire them
if it
or
is
get a
at work-
lawsuit.
But that's the thing, though. So, like, say I bring you in, and like, let's say 2-3 months down the line, one of the guys decides to get a little comfortable because you've been there about 3 months, and he makes a dumbass comment. Now, do I lose one of my guys?
No, because if you're working in the food industry, then you already have thick skin, A.
On any
but
job.
that's not the case.
On
So,
any
like, what if
job.
that's what I'm saying. What if he gets comfortable enough to the point to where now you feel like you're uncomfortable now?
I'm used to that. I'm used to feeling uncomfortable. I'm not going to complain about shit.
Okay.
Like,
So you're ready for what's coming once
I already
you stop
fucking know.
doing this.
I
You-
had to
you
deal
ready.
with this for my entire life before I did OnlyFans. OnlyFans has changed absolutely nothing about the way that I've
Nothing.
been treated. I have honestly gotten treated more respectfully since I've done OnlyFans. When I wasn't getting paid for it, people would be a lot more disgusting. When I was under 18, people were so much more disgusting.
Really?
Yes. I mean, as a female, growing up, you are just used to it at that point. Especially if you're working with food and in the industry. Like, you're going to get that every single day. You walk into work and you get sexual comments and,
Right.
like, regular customers, like, saying weird things and, smile more, or all of the shit that women complain about. You've heard it before.
So technically, you're ready for what's coming 2 years down the road when you stop doing
for me,
OnlyFans.
it was like, starting OnlyFans, it was like, all right, well, you're all saying this about me anyway. You're all doing this to me anyway, and I feel uncomfortable anyway. So let me get used to it and make a profit off of it and own that shit. And I did. And I still will to the day I die.
Now, what if down the road you say, I'm going to retire, I'm not doing this, and then an offer comes in to do porn? Will you go that far
I would never
to do that?
Nope. We've talked about this before too.
I mean, everybody has a price. It's got to be a price. It's got to be an amount of money.
Absolutely fucking not.
Everybody has a price.
Everybody has a price.
We've talked about this before. I've
Everybody
gotten
has a
plenty of
price.
offers to get flown out to different places. I've gotten plenty of offers, like thousands of dollars, and like a few more than that. Like, I have never once even considered it. I would never fuck somebody that I didn't know. Everything that I do on my OnlyFans is something that I would do anyway.
Huh.
Like, it would be things that I would be taking pictures and videos of,
Right.
even if I wasn't doing it.
Cue misogynistic prick comment incoming in 3, 2, 1. Everyone has a price.
Everybody has a price.
Everybody has one. We
I
don't
mean,
have to talk about what it is.
I said I won't do porn until I get an offer $1 million or $2 million.
Everybody has a price.
I would strip naked in a second.
I've learned that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody has a price.
I've literally learned that. And I'm
Genuinely,
like,
I don't think I could.
No?
I think I'd be too scared. Like, maybe even if I said yes and said, okay, fly me out, I think I'd get on, like, into the airport and be like, I don't think I can get
Let's
flown in.
forget
then
flying
he-
you out. Let's just somebody
he
comes
fly
in.
to you. What did you do when he fly to
He'll
you?
come in. He'll come in and be like,
Even that,
Hey,
I think
I'll
I'd
be
just
following
be
you.
terrified. I think I'd just be terrified the whole time. Like, I mean, I have problems with having sex with people, like, regularly. Like, I don't feel comfortable all the time.
I don't know,
It
man.
takes a minute.
I don't know. Emilio put $400K cash on his table right now, and I walk out this room, bro. I'm not mad at you for coming out with $400K.
yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Everybody has, and that's what
Everybody
I'm saying.
has. We don't know what it is. You might not know what it is. Like,
Exactly.
And we're not saying that you do.
Or
Like,
maybe the amount that you it hasn't come in yet.
No,
well, no, I
genuinely-
tell people all the time.
I don't
it's
think
a
I'd
cash
believe
thing.
that I was actually getting the money.
It's a cash. Yeah,
I'd have
that's
to
what I
see
said.
money up front.
It's a cash thing. If the cash
So it is.
legitimately is there,
See,
everyone has a
also-
price.
but
I like how she was like, I will never do it, down to like, well,
If the cash is
if I see
right,
their
No,
money.
But I also don't think,
If
like,
it
when it
falls
really
in,
came
you know.
down to it, like, if he was just, like, there and I was like, okay, here we go. I don't think I could do that. Like, that sounds so awkward. I don't think I could have sex that way.
Bro, listen.
I think once you do it,
It's too
as soon as you do it
transactional.
once, as soon as you do it once,
a nigga
I'm sure it'll be nothing.
coming with $400K cash to get some pussy has a way to get you in the mood. Goddamn, he has a way. He's bringing a fluffer. He's bringing pills. He's bringing alcohol.
Right.
He's bringing something. He's gonna get you that. I'm just saying. You don't have to have it. Like I tell girls this all the time.
There's definitely, like, a few people, like, if you got me in a room with them, I'd be like, all right, let's go.
You know what I mean? Like, see, everybody. Thank you.
It's like
Thank you.
every minute that goes
sorry.
by, she just
I'm
gets.
sorry. Like I tell people all the time. I was
But
like,
Everybody has a
invite
price.
it
It's
all
not
you
about the,
want.
but it's not about the money.
Even us.
And
Even
that's
us as
it.
guys.
It's not about the money, but at the same
Even us
time,
as guys.
at the same time, you were saying with the OnlyFans, right? They're saying that shit about me, so I'm gonna do it anyways, and I'm gonna own that. So at this point, they're gonna say, "Oh, she's doing it for money."
No.
Might as well
I'm
take the
saying,
money.
I'm saying there's a few people that I would get into a room with and be like, okay, let's go.
Right.
No money involved.
No
Say
money.
$3.99.
I
Channing
just,
Tatum,
you're-
where are you?
Channing
with-
no, he's ugly as shit.
Come with the Gambit costume.
He's ugly as fuck.
Right.
I don't know why people think he's hot.
Wesley Snipes.
Who's that?
Channing Tatum.
Who the hell
the
is
guy
that?
from the movie actor, the Magic Mike guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Magic Mike.
the Magic Mike guy.
You think that guy is ugly?
Yeah, I think
He
he's
probably
ugly
look
as
half
fuck.
as handsome as that motherfucker. Are you
What are
crazy?
you, a Vin Diesel girl?
Really?
Are you a Vin
What
Diesel
do you-
girl? What's your actor? What's your hot actor?
That dude, that guy.
I want to know. I want to know now.
That
What's
guy
your
looks really
what's
good.
your hot celebrity actor? Like I'm fucking him right now. What is he? Who is he?
Who is it?
Ah.
Maybe you have a bad taste. I mean, yo, the more I keep talking, I sound weird. But
I know.
I'm saying, it's like she's saying that guy is not fucking.
What do you mean? Channing Tatum
I'm
is
being
sexy as fuck.
completely-
What the
Like, who is it? Who's your hot actor?
No, 'cause
Everybody has
you
one.
guys are gonna make fun of me.
I'm
so
gonna make fun.
bad.
We're gonna
He's
make fun
not
of you
an
anyway. What?
I don't know if I have an actor.
What, Adam Sandler or something? Ew.
Ew, no, he's
I'm
an
just
asshole.
saying.
I've met him before, and he's fucking.
Is it Jerry Seinfeld? Like, what?
Honestly, Jerry Seinfeld could get it.
Oh my God, you're white. Let's get it.
No, not because he's cute, because he's funny as shit.
Oh,
Seinfeld?
Jerry Seinfeld be funny.
He's funny?
It's a white people.
wait.
Is he?
It's a white people thing.
Wait, no,
Because I watch it
I don't
stand
think
up.
I've ever laughed at Seinfeld.
No,
no,
Kramer.
who's the one?
Yeah.
Look at that coming.
Yeah.
Kramer, baby. Like, hell, even George.
Yeah.
Married with children. Who's that?
Al Bundy.
Yeah.
Girl,
he
you
couldn't,
got-
no, he couldn't get it. That
You
shit
don't
was
have a
just
bad
funny.
taste. You had okay, funny. Okay.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's what I was talking about, not Seinfeld.
That's script
what
funny
I meant.
though.
not funny.
Al Bundy. Okay, that's script funny.
Yeah.
So you fuck Red from that '70s show.
Honestly, funny gets me. I don't know, but also, yeah. No.
What do you know? So
she's in the old niggas. Like,
Yeah. to wrap this up, I really appreciate you coming along. I saw you kind of get a little bit heated a minute ago.
Oh, she was gonna kill us both.
Woo! I thought I felt that lawsuit coming in my freaking mailbox
No,
in a minute.
that's not it. That's
I know.
not it. I would never do anything like that.
I know, but
Especially not in a work sense, because I don't want to be not workable with.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the way that you guys were saying that.
No.
Little bit. I know what you meant, but you should work.
She's like, it's still triggered me.
well, the thing,
You know, I'm
Triggered.
saying I know you guys meant well, but you should
shit.
word it different.
no, the thing is like
it can be very misconstrued.
what happened is the way we explain it or the way we express it is the same way we would if you was a guy,
was a
that's
guy.
how we were gonna say it.
Yeah.
But we didn't realize. Not that we didn't realize it, we didn't fix it. We just say it like
Here's my thing. Like
it was another guy in the room. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
And I was just like, if anything, you should take that as a higher form of respect than anything, than disrespect. I looked at you and I spoke to you with the
Right.
same
So you
energy
you
that I would have
looked at
spoken
me
to
and
anybody.
spoke to me with, as a man. That because you looked
Oh
at
my
me
God.
as
Lord
as a
Jesus.
man.
No.
That's what you just
Oh
said.
my
I
God!
just-
Now I feel like I don't want to talk anymore.
Wow.
I don't have no money. You can't. I'm bankrupt. I ain't no money. The only thing you might get is the gums out of here.
No, I got it.
You got
Funny
it?
of you to assume my pronoun. Like, funny of you to assume
Exactly.
that my pronoun.
I'm just saying.
I am offended
word it
now.
differently.
Yes, I'm triggered now.
I'm triggered now
So-
that you to assume my pronouns.
What can you tell to these girls out there that think that this is easy? Will you recommend
fucking easy.
just kind of look at the camera and be like, "Don't fucking do it."
It's not fucking easy. Don't fucking do it. Don't do it unless you know what you're doing.
Simple as that.
Yeah. Genuinely, if you have no manager and you have no idea about the business world, take a business class first, at least.
So you got to know about business to have an OnlyFans account. There you go.
I mean, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, not even OnlyFans. It's just I built my brand off my name. I get paid to exist. That's only because I worked for that. And people look at that and they're like, oh, you just get paid to exist. That's easy. No, I worked for that. I built that.
But then 2 years from now, you're just gonna let it all go away.
I spent 5 years working on that. Without meaning to at first, of course. But once I realized I could make money off of it, then, yeah, now I want to do more.
I had a dumb question, so we can close this out. Are you thinking about having kids at some point, or you be like, "Screw that! I don't know what I'm gonna do after
you
2
should
years."
open a whole rabbit hole.
I'm
right
no. It's gonna be a quick
Oh,
question.
that was a big
It's gonna be
question.
quick. It's gonna be quick. You know,
That
I'm
was a
sure she
big
got a quick
question.
answer for that one.
Yeah.
That was a
But I got a
big
question. I
question.
got a follow-up question right after
You
that.
got a follow-up?
Go ahead.
That was a big question. Yeah, I'm going to have kids in the next few years.
All right. So, like, let's fast forward. 14 years from now, your kid finds your OnlyFans account.
Yeah,
How do you have that conversation?
That one does cross my mind sometimes. Honesty, because I don't ever picture raising my kids in a way like the way that I was raised was very, very, very like we don't talk about anything.
Mm-hmm.
So
We don't talk about Bruno. I get it.
what?
It's okay. It's okay. Just keep going. Just keep going. You don't have to understand.
No,
it.
we don't. We didn't talk about anything. We don't talk about. So we used to be very religious. We're not anymore. But we didn't talk about money. We didn't talk about sex. We didn't talk about our bodies. I didn't know what a nipple was until I was 5 years old, and then I cut them off.
That should have been a great story in the podcast. I don't know why I already know about that.
You know, we should.
Oh, she cut off her nipples.
I mean, it's.
Like, this isn't like a hee hee ha ha moment.
I
She
know,
literally
it's
cut off her nipples.
It's like when she said it, right? I was like, wait a minute, my English is getting all fucked up because did I heard she said she cut off her nipples? You know what I'm saying? You saw my face, right? I'm sure. I was like, wait a minute.
I said, I was like, this is a rabbit hole question.
You know
We're gonna be here another 20 minutes.
Because
you said okay, we're ending, and I was like, so you just asked a cold question.
But this is what happens.
And she still ain't answered the question. Like,
this is what happens, right? My English is very fucked up, and when she say that, I was like, I couldn't really understand. Did she actually meant it literally? Like, she cut the fucking thing off?
God, that was
Once we cut these cameras off, if you really want to see.
No, I don't want to say.
No. But you didn't answer the question yet. Fast forward, your kid's 14. Your 14-year-old kid found your OnlyFans. What do you do? What do you say? How's that conversation go?
I probably would have told them beforehand. I think I would have told them before they got to the age where I would let them have fun, because I don't think that children should have.
What age is that, though?
Technology, like. Honestly, they can have a phone, like.
I'm going to be honest with you right now.
10 minimum, honestly.
You're saying that now, but I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Like, you haven't even had kids yet, and kids right now, the way technology is going to be, let's say 14 years from now, you're not going to have the same mindset.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
No.
How old do your kids?
Like, my kids already have
But how old were they when they had shit?
Like 7, 8.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe I'm a little bit different.
Well, no, you're not different. Like, you're not different, but you have to understand, like, you haven't even had one yet.
I didn't even have a TV until I was 13. So.
I know, but, like, that's what I'm saying. 10 years from now, let's say you haven't even had a kid yet.
No, I mean, like,
technology is going to be so far advanced.
I didn't have a TV until I was 13.
But that's what I'm saying.
Like, it's just.
Technology is going to be so far advanced 14 years from now that you can't not give your kid technology.
Okay. So, I guess I'd want to have a conversation about it with them. In my family, again, it was never talked about, and that was a regrettable decision.
Right.
Hand in hand. I want to make sure my kids know exactly what the fuck is going on around them all the time. I want them to be aware that there needs to be, like, a safety thing going on. Like, they always need to be aware of sexual safety.
Right.
Even in, like, toddlers. Like, I feel like even that has to be talked about, because it just gets scooped up,
Yeah, gotcha.
I want them to be aware constantly. I want them to know that if anybody ever says anything to them about their mom,
right,
that it's okay and it's gonna happen, and that's a normal thing that happens to pretty much everybody.
Because that's like, and that's the evolution right there, right? That's a big evolution. Because remember when we were kids,
right?
You know what I mean? You make fun of somebody's mama for being a hoe, and then now it's just like, that's your mama.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, we went from
now we can now we can prove it.
I'm like, nah, nigga.
We can prove it.
That's your mom.
Yeah. So that part does bother me a little bit. That part does, like, cross.
That's what I mentioned Utah, because that's where they all move.
Can we watch all we watch like the Netflix movies and stuff like that? The dude talking about his mom's a prostitute and shit like that, and then he get made fun of because everybody in the neighborhood know his mom's the prostitute.
Right.
And then like now with OnlyFans, it's just like.
Exactly.
Got your mama asshole.
Exactly. Now, I thought I was gonna close on this, but I'm not. This is my last question. This is my last. I swear you, this is my last question.
How the fuck you cut your nipple?
You've been doing it. No. I ain't talking about no nipple, bro. You've been doing this for a couple of years. How much money have you made so far?
Total. And you can give us a roundabout number. You don't have to give us the exact number. You can round up.
Yeah, open your bank account. Let me see it. No. So, like, how much money have you made so far in doing this for what? 3 years?
3 years.
3 years, all right? So how much money you made?
2.5-ish, actually. But still, yeah. I think the last time I checked, so this year was another 25,000. So How many is 25 times 3?
$75.
$75,000.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So you make $75,000 in 3 years
About.
total. That's like on privates, on sign ups, on everything.
That's just from subscriptions.
Subscriptions.
If I were going by.
We talking total, including
Total,
the
like
pay per
what-
view.
Because if you think about it, 75
I don't
grand.
know what that number is.
75 grand in 3 years. That's like a Walmart job.
How much you think you made in like
You know what I'm saying?
like a pay per view in a year? Like just average it, like just throw a number out there. Like it just pay per view in a year. How much you think you made?
I mean, you got to be making at least $250,000 in 3 years.
This year I slowed down a lot. You know that.
I know, but like I'm
Probably like $10,000, but I also was. Cut that out, please.
I'll cut it out.
Cut that out, please. Cut that out.
Okay, I'll cut it out. But we're live on Facebook. So
I know. I was like, we're
That's
live.
out.
All of that is live. I was like, oh. He who shall not be named was named.
So in total, you haven't made $300,000 yet in 3 years.
No.
So it's not
No, but that's also
not a lot of money though.
But if you think
that's
about
not
it,
my only
her,
job.
but like so her OnlyFans was
It's probably the least amount.
PG
Yeah,
ish
it's like
compared to
PG-13.
you know.
Okay.
I'm not posting like straight up videos of me like fucking
Okay.
getting.
This is just like what I would like. So that's what you meant. Like what I would normally would have posted on Facebook. I posted on OnlyFans and made $25,000 a year. So
Okay.
part time. If you think about it, like it was like a part time job essentially.
Yeah, that's just a few minutes a day, just posting something.
Okay. All right, that's all I got, man. What do you got? You all set?
I'm all set.
We're good. That was really good. I really appreciate it. You come along. It's very brave for her to show her face here and
I would say free the
It's
nipples,
really
but
everywhere, and you gotta be brave. You gotta be brave.
this is brave. Yeah. What do? I don't know what you wilding about. I don't know if you're being brave or my free the nipples.